Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
I'm Chiedza,
and I'm Nathalie.
and welcome to Glorify Podcast, where we give God all the
Glory.
Back for episode 5,
Yes.
another Saturday,
Another
another
Saturday.
episode.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm
You're
good.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay,
And
I'm
you?
also good. I've had a very beautiful morning laughing at our old videos.
Was that beautiful?
I mean, it was beautiful because we were laughing. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, we
And
really
I'm
were
like,
laughing.
why did we post that? Why? But why?
Especially the last one. The last one was bad.
The first one.
I looked black.
Now, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
It was so bad. But anyways, I'm so glad that we're here now.
Yes.
Because everything is so much better.
And thank you to the people who are actually watching this who came back after we posted such
Horrific.
content. Yeah.
It was so bad.
It was so
It was really bad.
Ooh.
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about relationships and singleness, the topic that everybody loves and raves about. So I'm going to start with a very deep question, and I'm also going to be in my phone because I feel like sometimes we get off topic. So I'm going to be reading the question. So the first question says, how are you staying content in this season of singleness?
Oh.
Yeah. Or for context, we're both single right now. Yeah.
Yeah. How am I staying content? Well, I just entered my little season of content. What is it?
Okay.
Contentment?
Contentness.
Meant, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So I just recently entered that season. But before, I was definitely not content. But I will say the first thing is to just trust God and to really have Him be the center of your life. And He should be the whole cake and the cherries. So, yeah, the first stage is to just be so fulfilled by God to the point where anything else just feels like extra, so you don't need it. Yeah.
I definitely agree with that too. I also feel like I recently got single, like manja, like no. But yeah, I think the way that I stay content is remembering that God is the center, and then everything else comes after God.
Yeah. But it's really hard.
Yeah, it's very, very hard.
It's so hard.
But how did you actually get to a point of contentness? Yeah, whatever the word is.
It's, as I keep saying, it was very, very hard. But I was not surrounded by boys or anything like that. So, yeah. And my environment, like my friends, and then obviously God hears. But that physical aspect of love I got from my friends, you. So that was like the first stage. Like I was so happy, if I can say. Yes, I was so happy and content with my life around without having a romantic relationship. So it's almost like the romantic relationship never came into my mind as much. And then when it did, I always took it to God. Always took it to God. Because every time I also came to you, you'd be like, girl, just pray. Because what are you going to do? So I don't really know how like the actual moment of contentment came in. Yeah. But I can just say your word.
Okay.
And you?
Yeah, for me, I feel like having been in a relationship before, to be quite honest, I feel like singleness is better, especially because we're young and everything like that. So I feel like right now it's easier for me to be content in my singleness because I was in a relationship, and yes, the relationship was good while it lasted. I got closer to God because of it and everything like that, but it ended, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And yeah, I feel like now it's like I feel better being out of it than in it. So that's the only reason why I feel like I'm content.
Yeah. I've never really thought about the actual moment where I started being content. It just then happened. But I will say when I was not content, it was very hard.
Yeah. Okay. And the next question I have for you is, okay, in the time when you were not content, how did you make sure you were not idolizing the relationship? Or how are you making sure you're not idolizing the idea of being married or being in a relationship or being loved or being desired or pursued or, yeah.
Okay. The way I don't idolize it is romantic relationships are not my identity. Yeah. So my singleness or me being in a relationship does not identify who I am. Yeah. In the future and now.
Yeah.
And when I still wanted to be in a relationship like so badly, I think I got to a point where I was idolizing it because I thought it was the end goal. Like I thought it was, this is what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, it was everything. So a way to like not idolize it is to remember who everything is, and it's God.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. And one thing about God is if you're idolizing something, He will take it away. If you have it, He'll take it away. If you don't have it yet, He will not give it to you.
Yeah.
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 So I think I've spoken about this, like maybe like the first episode, how there was just like a void at some point in my life, and I didn't know what to fill it up with. But when I filled it up with God, I think everything just
Fell into place.
yeah, fell into place. All these other things were now just those placeholders. A relationship is a placeholder. It's not everything. And the moment you start to idolize it, it becomes your identity. And a relationship is not forever. Yeah. Well, at least it could be forever, but in some cases, especially now, it might not be forever. So the moment it becomes your identity, what happens when the person goes?
Now you are
Now you're lost.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like, before also me, I was idolizing a relationship so much. And, when you find yourself praying about a relationship, so when it dominates your prayers all the time and everything like that. But I think, like you said, just remembering that who everything is, and everything is God, not the relationship, and the relationship is a placeholder. Yes, it's nice to be in a relationship. It's reassuring, it's everything, but it's also a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of work, and it requires so much maturity, so much sacrifice, so many things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But how do you make sure you're ready for a relationship? Like, how do you know you are ready?
Ooh. I actually don't know. Because right now, if you're to ask me, am I ready for a relationship? I don't know. I think I am. Okay. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't put myself on the, oh, you're definitely not ready. But how I would know if I'm ready, I guess also like the first stage is to make sure you're not idolizing the relationship. And also just making sure that you're okay spiritually and that you're in connection with God. Because the moment you can't hear God's voice, is that relationship going to be successful?
Probably not.
Not at all. Even if you and your partner feel like God is the center of your relationship, if you don't have God for yourself, that could be really serious. Yeah. But I've never been in a relationship, so I don't really know what signs would show from me if I'm not ready to be in a relationship. But yeah. What about you?
I also feel the same way. I'm definitely not ready for a relationship right now, but that's only because I recently got out of one that I can't say struggling to heal from, but I'm still healing from it because this is somebody I loved. He was my pookie, my man. Yeah. But I think that's the only reason. But I think something that helps me to know that I was ready is like I was healed. I was not getting into the relationship with baggage or unresolved issues or a person that I love or whatever. I didn't love another person before getting into the relationship or whatever the case is. I feel like just being at a place where you're healed and you are firm like in your faith and in your relationship with God. Yeah, those are some of the signs. Yeah.
Speaking of like baggage, I know of people who go into relationships, like relationship after relationship, and they use those relationships as a way to sort of hide from the pain instead of actually dealing with the pain and healing. So you end up carrying baggage every single time, And when the baggage becomes too heavy to carry,
Yeah.
yeah,
And I
it'll be a
also feel
lot.
like you might be getting into a relationship with so much baggage with someone who actually loves you so much. So you're going to be moving around giving people heartbreak who don't really deserve it. So you just need to be, I guess, content in your solitude for that moment when you're still healing and finding yourself and finding and loving yourself, or journey to self, or whatever the case is.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. But what are the qualities you look for? Tall, dark, and handsome. And with that also, do you think physical qualities are more important than inner qualities, or vice versa?
So I'll start off by saying physical qualities don't matter more than the internal qualities. For me personally, they do matter. Like the physical attraction is, it matters.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the qualities I look for both.
All right.
Yes, there has to be a bit of a balance. However, if you're tall, dark, and handsome, and you don't have those internal qualities that I'm looking for, then Ashavalana. But then if you have the internal qualities, I can somewhat bypass the physical qualities.
Okay.
So, yeah, in terms of physical qualities, I'll start off with those ones and get them out of the way. Tall, dark, and handsome.
Tall, it's that simple.
Yeah. And yeah, they have to be tall. I feel like the dark and handsome, it's another story, but they have to be
like tall. We are tall people.
We are tall.
We are, okay, we're not really tall, but I feel like maybe we're surrounded by short people. But we're tall.
We're tall.
We're tall. So yeah, you have to be tall.
You have to be tall. Yeah, nice, tall, big, whatever.
With triceps.
With triceps.
And biceps.
By the way, guys, we now know where the triceps are, but they are triceps in your leg.
They are called triceps surae or something like that. But it's like a combination of muscles, but they are still called triceps.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for all those gym rats who know where the triceps and biceps are, don't worry, we know they're both
there. Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, they need to have the triceps and the biceps. And then in terms of like internal qualities, someone with a relationship with God, it doesn't have to be the best relationship, or it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're not perfect, but it has to be existent. If it's non-existent, that's not going to work, because and also someone who loves God and loves Jesus and actually goes to church for themselves. If you say, I'm going to church for you, or I'm praying for you because I want to be with you, no.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah. And also just someone with a kind heart, very kind. I don't like, and also you have to be very chalant.
Exactly. Give a damn, like,
bro, why are you nonchalant? I think they think it's cute. Or maybe there are people who like the
they
nonchalantness.
don't want to lose their aura farming and stuff.
Guys.
Come on, like,
bro. I just someone who cares and who shows that they care. And then there are those 5 love languages. My top is definitely acts of service.
Ooh, okay.
Acts of service and quality time are my top 2. So yeah, that's what I would say I look for.
Okay. I definitely co-sign everything you've said. And adding on top of that, obviously, the physical ones, tall, dark, and handsome, whatever. You just need to look good, I guess. You don't need to look like, I don't know, who's the cute man? Michael B. Jordan.
I don't know what the hype is of that man.
He looks good, though.
Yeah, he looks good, but he's not the most handsome man on earth.
Okay, so what example can I use?
You know Corey?
No.
Keeks and Corey?
Yes, you don't need to look like Corey or Keeks and Corey, but you just need to look okay. Like, I need to look at you and be like, oh, that's my man.
That's my man.
That's my man. But I think with the internal attributes, I think something that I'm definitely looking at more now is your friends.
Ooh.
Who are you playing with? Because if your friend group, let's say for example, if you're in a talking stage with someone who is in a friend group where you know that all these people cheat, what makes you think that this one is an exception? No, so you have to be with people with good friends, surrounded by good friends. That's something I'm looking at, definitely. Something else, obviously, you need to tick the God box. Love God more than you love me. Love God more than you love yourself. Love God,
Yeah.
Just love God.
Love God.
Yeah, and put Him first. And then what's another thing that I look for? I think maturity also, maturity. Someone who's also able to have the hard conversations, because I feel like, you know how people avoid hard conversations?
Yeah.
I avoid hard conversations.
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy getting into my feelings and stuff. No, but yeah, someone who's able to sacrifice and have those hard conversations, because that's where the growth comes from.
True. Yeah, that's so true. And someone who wants to date for marriage, not just dating because we are dating.
Intentional dating. Yeah, not just dating, just because. Okay.
Just because.
So now we're in the relationship. Now we have identified our Corey, who is a God person, what. How are we keeping God at the center of the relationship?
I think consistent prayer together, that just keeps God at the center. And at the beginning of your relationships, you should bring your relationship to God, not like marriage, but to like actually say to God, this is my person. The way you introduce your significant others to your parents when they're still just your boyfriend or whatever, like actually saying, God, this is my person for now or maybe forever. May you please guide us and all. And also when it comes to making decisions within the relationship, asking for God's guidance, asking for the Holy Spirit's guidance, and just ensuring that like God is in the center. When you say God is in the center, it means everything that happens in your relationship glorifies His name. Yeah. Bible studying, reading your word. God can speak to the two of you while you're reading your Bible. So yeah, those are just little things I can think of from the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't think I can add anything to that. But I do have a follow-up question to say, like, how, like, what can I say? Do you think the lines can be blurred between, yes, putting God at the center and doing too much?
Doing too much. I don't know. What is doing too much? Doing too much.
Doing too much could be you're meeting every single day. And for the 7 hours out of the 8 hours you're meeting, you're Bible studying and you're praying. And then maybe for that 1 hour, you are just talking, I don't know, random things, probably to do with the Bible again. Or where doing too much is like your spiritual life is surrounded by, or it's determined by this person.
So okay. Yeah, definitely. When you're doing too much, it means, for me, if I see myself only talking to God with this person, then now that's wrong.
Okay.
Because you have to also see God for yourself. You can't be seeking God through your relationship all the time. Because at the end of the day, we do have individual relationships with God. So if you pray with this person once a day, and then it means that's your prayer for the rest of the day, then yeah, now that is doing too much. Because even if you're married, you still need to seek God for yourself. Yeah.
So you need to have like a separation between your relationship with God together and then your relationship with God by yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then when it comes to also choosing the person, how do you know that this one is the one? How can you discern? Even when you ask for signs, like when you ask for signs, you think God answers those prayers, or the removal prayer when you say, God, if this one is not the one, God will sweep that person out of your life so quickly.
Yeah. For me, if I pray the prayer, I will get answers. And He will show me the signs. If I ignore the first one, He will give me a second sign. And knowing who the one is, I've not found the one yet, but I do have signs for when the person is not the one. Yeah. And if I feel uncomfortable around the person, there's, yes, being nervous because, yeah, you know, this
You're
guy,
just a girl.
yeah, you're just a girl. There's being nervous, and then there's being uncomfortable, where you feel like you just want to be constantly pleasing this person, and you constantly want to prove something to the person. Well, now that's wrong. And also when you feel like, again, your identity lies in that person, then yeah, that person is not the one.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you?
I definitely agree with that. Wait, what was the question?
I also forgot the question. Wait, it was, how do you know the person is the one?
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
I think just praying about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just praying about it. But I also feel like sometimes, yes, you can pray about it, but sometimes it's very clear because, this one is
Yeah.
not the one. Like if they do very
True.
things that are very abstract and very contrast from what the Bible says, or, very obvious things. Like if this person wants to have sex before marriage, obviously he's not the one for you. So yeah, but I think praying about it and just having that discernment of to say this person is from God and this person is not from God, and just hearing God's voice. Because one thing about God, if you ask him to remove someone from your life,
He will
he
remove
would
the person.
erase them from your life for
Yeah.
good. So yeah, I just think it's about prayer.
Yeah, it really is about prayer.
Yeah.
And also, and that person is consistently drawing you away from God.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, and one thing about love, I always say this, love is blind. Like when you're
It
in love,
is.
you'll be thinking of compromising and compromising to the point where you're compromising your relationship with God. That's not it, guys. Don't do that.
And even when you're in love, in the moment you won't even realize it because this is what I'm doing, which is why you need community.
Yeah.
Like this girl right here. Some of the things I was telling Nathalie, she was like, girl, why are you tolerating this? I'm like, but it's love. It's
Love.
love.
And love will really, really blind you. And again, that's how you also need the Holy Spirit's guidance. Because if you go to the to God and you say, God, what are we supposed to do when it comes to this situation? He will tell you, no, don't do that, or do it this way, or something like that. So yeah, because it's really easy to compromise too much to the point where you compromise your relationship with God. Yeah, very easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now getting into something more juicy. Something more juicy. What do you think boundaries can be when you're now in the relationship? Tied into more specifically sexual purity.
Okay. So for me, my first boundary, just based on things I've heard, things I've seen, and just what I'm supposed to be doing, my first boundary is we are going to be in public every time we meet. That's for sure. Even if we are going to be in like a less public setting or whatever, we are not going to be just the two of us in a room with a locked door.
But don't you think you're strong enough to, you're strong enough, you have self-control?
I may have self-control, but he might not. I might think I have self-control, but I don't.
Yeah.
Because you never know until you're actually in the moment. And why test God when you know that we were told to flee from lust? We were told to flee. He didn't say don't do it. He said flee because it's always chasing us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's matters of the flesh. The flesh always wants to be satisfied. The flesh will want this and your spirit will want this.
Exactly.
And best believe your flesh will win. When it comes to matters of lust and stuff, trust me, I know, like, your flesh will win. So, yeah. Do you have other boundaries you would be setting? Like, oh, kisses. Are you kissing before the altar? Or are you just doing side church hugs and keeping it cute?
Well, I've never kissed anyone, and I would like to keep it that way for a very long time. But I don't know. It's something I'm willing to compromise on if I do end up being in a relationship. However, if I see that it is causing us to feel things that are supposed to feel.
But we're human. I'm being the devil's advocate. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I would be very much happy with only then kissing at the altar. I wouldn't mind that.
If it means being pure and glorifying God in the relationship.
Yeah. But then, as I said, it's all about, if let's just say in the moment or like we discuss it and we end up agreeing that, okay, we are going to kiss before marriage. I don't know.
But how do you draw the line? You'll be like, we're just peck kissing, and then all of a sudden, boom, clothes are off.
But how would the clothes come off when you're in public? They will not come off. You see?
Okay, so I guess there's a balance. Okay. For me, I also agree with what you're saying. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not entering the door. I'm not, nah. Because I feel like you can lie to yourself and say, I'm strong enough, but you're not strong enough.
Yeah.
So I think that's like the first thing. And then when it comes to kisses and stuff, I'm still
50-50.
debating about it, because I feel like a kiss is just the start of everything.
Okay.
It will just begin everything. So I don't know. I feel like I'm for the notion of like no kisses until the altar. But at the same time, what if you are not compatible? What if there's no like compatibility?
You will learn.
Chemistry.
You will learn to make that physical kiss.
But my chemical reaction anenge kuzopisa kaimba.
Cheers.
I'm being real, like, yeah.
Maybe my analysis is not like the most accurate because I've never had it, I've never experienced it. But to be honest, I feel like you can make it work.
Really?
The way you do like sex after marriage, right? You can still kiss after marriage. Who knows? You might not be compatible even when it comes to the sex. So it's just the same way with the kisses. Maybe. But then I'll be sitting next to him, so I'll smell it.
I want to say it's not the same, but
again, I don't know. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just think if God is going to put you guys at the altar, there will be a way through it.
Oh, so, and I have a question for you. Do you think God would bring someone who you're compatible with, like who has all the qualities internally and everything, but you're not attracted to them physically? Just like, how can God bring two people together who are compatible but not compatible in like sexually?
I think so. Well, because I've seen couples who are married who say that they started off not even being attracted to each other at all. And they started off as just friends. And yeah, usually sometimes the girl is one who's not attracted, and then maybe the guy is attracted to the girl. But yes, I think you can learn attraction.
Okay.
But then again, guys, I've not been in the situation, but I think you can learn attraction, yes.
Oh, really?
Because you can compromise. As I said, I like tall, dark, and handsome, but I will compromise on the dark and handsome.
Not on the short. On the short. Akaunza. Mwani this is your husband, but Addy short.
Can you at least just be my height?
Addy short.
Like
Addy short.
And when I say tall, you don't have to be tall like the tall that people think is tall. You have to be taller than me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, taller than me.
At the end of the day, God will give us the desires of our hearts. So God will give us tall men in Jesus' name. It has been declared.
Tall men. Yes, tall men.
Yeah. And then do you think there are any like Bible principles that you get from the Bible on how to navigate relationships before the marriage, like aside from the Ephesians 5 men and the Proverbs 31 women, when we're still in dating and courtship? Is there like an example of like, I don't know, someone we can use to, I guess, use as a blueprint or use as what to do?
Yeah. For me, one specific one, you know, Rachel and Leah. And who had to work for them again? Jacob.
I think
it was Jacob. Jacob. You don't have to be an Ephesians 5 man. Just try be a Jacob. Like, Jacob showed his love for Rachel. Yes, by working for her and putting in the work. We are now in like a modern world. We're not plowing the land in order to get a girl, but we are putting in the work. We are going to put in the work. We will both make compromises because I feel like both of them had to make compromises. Jacob had to work for Rachel, yes, and then he had to marry Leah first, and then marry the love of his life. He went through all of that just to be with the love of his life, and then Rachel had to watch Leah being with the love of her life. So I think that compromise and that willing to actually put in the work for the relationship to work, yeah, that's just such a good example because we think it's easy, but it's not easy. So, yeah.
So basically just like putting in the effort. So plan the dates, give me a date and a time. Get ready, then I get in the car and then you ask me, where are we going? What do you want to do?
Yeah. And listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Don't just plan a date.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I agree with you because I also feel like in the Bible there's not many examples of how to date like right now.
Yeah.
But I think something that I just like to do is to look at the principles of someone and then to base it off of what the Bible says a godly person should be. So I'm looking at someone's fruit. Are they kind? Are they gentle? Are they patient? And everything like of that sort. I think that's just something that I use. Could see this person, are they trying to be perfect like Jesus every single day when they're living their life, or are they trying other things?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what I do. And then next question. Okay, so you know how there's a thing of like, oh, I need my one to be like this, like this, like this. But then people don't take the time to be the one themselves.
Ooh.
So what are you doing to make sure that you are the one for your husband in the future?
Yeah, when I read that, I heard of it somewhere, and I think we actually spoke about it at some point. I was like, oh, girl, yeah, I really need to focus on myself sometimes. But one thing I've been doing is strengthening my relationship with God consistently, because relationships can get hard. So you always need to have a firm foundation to ensure that whatever comes on top stays still. And another thing, I think that's like the first thing. Yeah. Because staying in connection with God.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's also something I'm trying to do. Although not perfect, emphasis on that.
Yeah, emphasis on that.
But I do try my best every single day to read my word and make sure that I'm being consistent and pray and listen to God and everything like that. But I think something also practically that I do also is to learn how to cook. I'm a girl, guys. Like, in as much as I don't like cooking, I need to learn how to cook. I need to learn how to clean, how to do all the wifey duties and everything like that, so that so that my husband can feel at home when he's at home. When he comes back from work, there's a plate ready for him to eat and practical things like that. Making sure that I'm hygienic and my surroundings are just always clean and nice. That's something practical I also like to do.
That is super duper 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 true. And yeah, I think for me, lucky for me, I guess, my mom has raised me to be a woman. She's always like, mukadzi haite kudai, mukadzi anogona kubika, things like that. So yeah, I think I'm very blessed that I was actually taught how to cook, because I can cook. We still learn new recipes and all of that.
But the basics, we have them down.
Yeah, we have the basics down. If I have a husband, I'll be able to cook, I'll be able to clean, and we'll have like a proper household. Like the Proverbs 31 household, your house has to be in order. So I think I'm able to do that.
Yeah. And then something else that has been on my mind lately, and something that honestly breaks my heart, is when I am scrolling on TikTok or on Instagram, when I just hear something like a person would be like, if your man is not doing this, I will scroll. Because I don't want to hear it. So how do you make sure that in this day and age, I also feel like dating is very stern. Like, your man should do this. He should give your girlfriend allowance. He should do this. So how do you make sure you silence all the noise and actually listen to God and what the Bible is saying and what God is saying, not listen to what other people are saying or what Chiedza is saying, or
I think I still do listen to the outside input to some extent. Like when I see those posts on TikTok, I will listen.
Really?
Yes. I think I'm able to not listen and put it into action, but I do listen out for certain things. Again, a part of me not having been in a relationship, I'm always trying to see what other people are doing, to also just see maybe certain red flags that I wouldn't see. So yeah, that stern picture that people have of a relationship, yeah, it's not going to be everyone's picture, unfortunately. But there are certain things like submission and we are told we need to be the women of the house, like know your roles. There are certain things that, yes, the man is supposed to do. Those things are there, and certain things that the woman is supposed to do. But there's, in your specific relationship, you could have certain things that just, mix. Maybe your man would be willing to cook for you one day, things like that. Maybe also now women are going to work. It's no longer just the man going to work as well. So things do change. Again, also just reading your word and getting a view on the different relationships that are there in the Bible, because we have many examples of marriages in the Bible. So yeah, and also just praying to God and asking him explicitly,
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, because I feel like now on social media there's this notion being pushed of how women will be like, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this thing. Yeah. So it's like, I guess I just always have to silence that noise to say, my husband is here and I'm here, and I have to learn to submit to him. In as much as social media says, yeah, you should be equal, yeah, what, we're both bringing this to the table, what. At the end of the day, I'm the wife, I'm the helper, and my husband is the leader. I think that's something that I just always try to remind myself, that apana my pants in the relationship or in the marriage. My husband should lead me, and I should follow, and I should submit to my husband.
And one thing people need to understand is, like, a relationship is just like a house. A relationship is just like a house. There's no way that the carpenter who puts on the roof is going to be the same one who puts the windows. Even if it's the same contractor or whatever, he has people who work under him, who help him do the things. So yeah, both building this, I don't know, the covenant, and consistently building it, that it keeps on going higher and higher and higher. And if you both fulfill your roles, it's just going to be a beautiful home. But then if you are the one who does the plumbing, but you also want to do the electricity work, it's not going to work out.
Yeah. And another question for you. How do you feel about what is it called? The principle of staying. Staying in terms of like, when you feel like you found the one, you want to stay in that relationship and hold on to it, even if it is stressing you out, making you cry, and like all those things. Do you think people should stay, especially if it's a relationship that you feel like God gave you the green light to be in? Even if God is telling you leave, you be like, but God told me to enter. Should I just stay, or what should I do? What should the girlies do?
We need to learn to let go sometimes. Yeah, we really need to learn to let go. This thing of staying because I love him or whatever, if the person has disrespected you, why are you consistently giving this person respect back?
Because love is a choice. And like, I want to choose to love him, and like, he's gonna change.
And then he never changes. I'll give the example of cheating. I always say this, my opinion might change, but if you cheat on me, I'm not staying.
And also, people that say cheating is a mistake. Cheating is not a mistake, I'm sorry. Because wakaenda wakakwambira number. Papo, you entertained this girl, invited her to your house, and then
yes, you had sex outside of a covenant. Guys, cheating. No, I don't believe in mistakes. I don't care if you're drunk. I don't care if you're high. I don't care if you're sober. As long as you disrespect me, no. Yeah.
So what do you think for the people, maybe somebody's watching this and they are at their wit's end with their relationship? Like, what are some of the signs that a person can just see, it's time to leave this relationship, even if it's a godly, let me not say godly, even if it's actually a godly relationship? How do you know that it's time to leave?
I think when also the person is showing you that there's nothing worth fighting for, then why are we continuously fighting? Because there's something like, when, even if you try and end the relationship, they'll be like, no, let's not, like, let's talk about this, that fight in them to show that they really feel like you're someone worth fighting for. And then there's a time when you be like, can we talk about this? And then they just don't care and they keep on brushing you over. That is the biggest red flag you could ever receive, because as long as someone does not care about you, honey, no. And also, when being in the relationship is more draining and it's literally, yeah. And if you continuously go to God crying about the same person
over and
over again, that is not a good sign.
Maybe it'll be a hardship in the relationship.
Yes, I understand there are hardships, but there are certain things that are just deal breakers. You can't say cheating is a hardship.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. But if you are going to stay, you're very strong. Very, very strong.
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, you can get back from it. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, but I agree with you also. I feel like when a person claims to love you, but then their actions say something completely different, then maybe, just maybe, it's time to go and leave. Because I don't know, it's so draining to be in a relationship where you want to be loved, but you don't feel loved. Or when you express that I'm not loved, they'll manipulate you. You're doing too much, you overthink all the time. What, but they're the same person who's making me feel that way. You know, there's this thing that's been going viral on TikTok where people will be like, why are people so fixated on my reaction when they're the ones that initiated it? So why are you so fixated on, why are you overthinking? Why are you always overthinking? But you're the one who is doing things to overthink. So I think it's just, relationships can be so...
They can be so hard. Would you stay if someone cheated on you?
It depends. Okay, let me explain. It depends. Because I feel like if it's a relationship... I don't know, guys. Love, I don't know. You're worried? Okay.
I'm worried.
If it's a relationship, maybe I won't stay. Yeah, if it's a relationship, I probably won't. I could, but probably I won't stay. But if it's a marriage, I could stay, because what if I also caused or initiated it? Okay, let me explain. Okay. So, what can I say? Obviously, at the end of the day, there's no justifiable reason under the sun why someone should step out of the marriage and go and cheat. But then, if my husband is coming home every day, and then I need to stop speaking in Shona. Me as his wife, I am constantly bickering him and being like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Wada. And just like stressing him all the time. Men will always be men, guys. And men are going to go out and they're going to cheat on you, because men are men.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like in marriages, especially with the things I've been seeing and the experiences I've had with viewing people that are in marriages, wives to be specific, they cause their husbands to go and cheat. Like, sorry to say, some of the things that they do, some of the things that they say, especially, words have power. You're always telling your husband, you're never going to be successful in life. Again, this is very controversial, but I'm saying, there's no justifiable reason, but sometimes you do really push someone to go and cheat. Just like how you push someone to leave a relationship if it's not a marriage yet, you can push someone out of the marriage.
Okay, I get that. I mean, definitely a marriage holds a lot more weight, so it is going to be harder to get out of it. I mean, divorce. I don't want to get divorced, guys. And I feel like if I do end up getting divorced, I wouldn't want to be in another relationship ever again. So, I get that. And I get that sometimes the other person who was cheated on, right? Yes, was cheated on, would have pushed the other person to cheat. No justifiable reason as to why you should cheat, but then sometimes the environment that your marriage is in is just not giving, I guess. But then what about for those ones who are literally giving their husbands everything? They cook 5-star meals for them. They make sure they're giving them what they need in terms of their physical, sexual needs. They give them everything. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're trying.
Then because those men are just trash, I guess. I put it towards it. And it's not the hashtag, men are trash. So, I guess that is it. But when it comes to cheating, it's a very It's a tricky situation. When it's now a marriage, it's a tricky situation. But if it's still a relationship, then yeah. But also, I have a question for you. I've been in a situation where I'll be very transparent and honest. I was once in a talking stage with this one guy I really liked.
Yeah.
And I really liked him. And he was tall, dark, and handsome, guys. He had all the qualities, everything that I was looking for.
Yeah.
But he literally said to me verbatim, if you're not willing to sleep with me before we're married, I'm going to step out and satisfy my needs. And then obviously, at some point, I'm not going to lie, I did consider, I was like, what if I just give in? Because he's a good guy.
Wait, so he wanted to go out, get what he needs, but still be with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, like, I'm not going to lie, I did have the thoughts of being like, but maybe it's not that bad.
Okay.
So do you think people should really compromise to that extent just to keep a man? Or should people stay firm in their beliefs, even if they seem crazy? Or even if it means you're not going to be single for the next, 10 years or something?
I will happily stay single. I don't know, guys. I just think if you feel like you need those needs before marriage, then it means our values are also not aligned, which can be very tricky when it comes to the actual relationship itself. Because now you're so used to still being with me, but getting your needs from somewhere else. What about now when we're married and I can give you those needs?
But men have needs, Ka.
Hey, I'll give them to you after marriage. Yes, and I feel like there's just, I don't know. Hi guys, we all need needs.
Exactly.
Like we all need
Yeah, well,
needs.
all people are.
Every single month when you go on our period, our hormones be going.
Especially the ovulation week.
So we
What
all
a struggle.
have needs.
Yeah.
We all have needs. Who said I also don't want?
But maybe we have more control. Maybe us.
Hey, he will learn to control himself. Because for me, the most ideal situation would also be that my husband is also having sex for the first time.
In this day and age. In 2025,
Yes,
a virgin guy who is 18 plus.
He is
out there. In fact, we need two that are out there.
Yes, we need two.
And they are out there.
They are out there.
So,
but if they're not, or let's just say, to be honest, if you're no longer a virgin, it's as much as, yes, you have lost that special part of yourself, you can still be pure through God. Like God cleanses us. There's a reason why Jesus died on the cross for our sins. But if you are able to avoid that, avoid it by all means, because we are pure. God wants us to be pure. He loves us so much.
Yeah.
So yes, just wait for marriage. Imagine, almost there. But I'm 18, 19. I finish uni and then I'm almost there, guys.
That's
almost there.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Maybe at like 25, realistically, or 26.
So let's just say 10 years.
7 years. Imagine getting into the relationship now.
That's why we don't meet in bedrooms. We will meet at Roko Mamas where there are people around us. But I guess I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Remember, I'm speaking from little to no experience.
And I'm speaking from experience. It's very hard.
Yeah. So, I think it can be hard. It's just that I've never had it, so I don't know.
I can just say that it's hard. That's all I can say. It's hard. Yeah, we can be in a bedroom and we'll be talking. You liars. Lies from the pit of hell. Anyways, we're getting off topic a little bit. So, another question I have for you is, how can you differentiate between if this is a godly relationship or if it's a worldly one?
We'll be doing worldly things if we're in a worldly relationship. Even the way our dates, if we're going out to the club, worldly relationship. If you want to have sex before marriage, again, it's a worldly relationship. If you don't read your word,
but maybe it's not really worldly. Maybe they're on there. Maybe they're baby Christian.
Baby Christian and no reading a Bible. Sorry. The baby Christian also reads their Bible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think a godly relationship again, God is at the center of your relationship. So you're able to pray together, you're able to Bible study together, but then as individuals, you're still able to have your relationships with God outside of your romantic relationship. And then another thing about, I don't know, some peace. There'll just be some peace in your relationship.
No confusion.
Yes, no confusion. Where there is God, there is no confusion. Yes, there may be some little hiccups or something, but you will always be on the right path.
Yes. Because God is not the author of confusion. He is not. So, yeah. But I think, just to add on to what you said, if it's a godly relationship, you'll be leading each other to God. In every single way, you will lead each other to the cross. Just like how Nathalie and I lead each other to the cross. Every day we try our best to do that. A relationship is supposed to be doing the same.
Definitely.
Yeah. So how do you feel like singleness? What has singleness taught you that you feel like being in a relationship would never teach you?
Fulfillment with God. I feel like when you're in a relationship, because you're so focused on the love that the person is giving you and all of that, sometimes you may forget that God is the end goal. Like, you would rather be with God than be with this person or whoever. Yeah. So I think just fulfillment, yes. And just, yeah. I think you can still learn it when you're in a relationship, but it's just so much easier because it's just you, me, myself, and I.
And God.
Yes, and God. No one else in the picture to influence you to not read your word or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I think for me, what I learn is I learn who I am. Because I have all the time in the world to discover who I am with God. I don't need to summon anyone to be like, hey, I'm not going to sleep. Hey, can we meet on this day? No, I'm just by myself and I get to know who I am. And once I know who I am, when I get into that relationship or that marriage, I will know who I am. I'll stand firm in my beliefs and I won't be, swayed in my opinions or anything like that.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. And what do you feel like vice versa? The question vice versa. What do you feel like you can learn from a relationship that you can't learn in singleness?
In singleness. I feel like there's a lot. Because when you're by yourself, you don't get another person's perspective, maybe. Because there are certain things that I learn from you that I wouldn't have thought about by myself. Just like how we're not doing Bible study or something like that. I learned something, but then when you come and you read the exact same chapter, like, oh, but then I learned this, and I'm like, oh, I did not see that, So I feel like there's a lot you could learn in a relationship. You can even learn maybe, I don't know, the power of community, because now you're with this person, they're like your, I don't know.
Your sugar and spice.
Yeah, they're literally next to you. They're with you. They know your heart or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I feel like you can learn a lot.
Yeah. I think for me, the thing that I've learned is patience. Patience. A relationship will teach you to be patient and you will be patient. Because I feel like some of the responses, I don't know, maybe I expect people to be like you, but people are never like you. I feel like this girl is perfect. Like, she just understands me. When, I don't know, we never argue, we never, so I never have to be patient with Nathalie because we agree on everything.
Yeah, me too. We're always just arguing.
So now when I meet someone who's also strong in their opinions, now I have to be patient to be like, I need to breathe before I respond. What is this person saying? What?
Yeah.
So I think patience.
That's so true, patience. Yeah. And I think with us, we're strong in our opinions. It's just that the opinions are like aligning. So it's like we never have to argue about our opinions or anything of that sort.
But even the little things. Yesterday, I was so excited. I thought we were going to argue for the first time, guys.
About
editing, because I think we were arguing about the captions, and I was saying the captions need to be one word at a time, and Nathalie saying no, they need to be 3 words because captions need to be read. And I thought we were gonna argue, but we didn't argue about it.
I really thought. I also thought we were going to argue about how the camera was like.
Oh, how it was bent. Oh yes, in the previous episode. Sorry about that. It was
Yeah.
It was bad.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really thought we were going to argue yesterday, but we just didn't.
We just ended up compromising. You see, that's how a relationship should be.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why I'm still single, because I'm expecting it to be so,
Exactly. I'm expecting it to be like us, even
like
the way we
compromise.
communicate.
Exactly. This girl would text me quickly. She'd be like, "Sorry, I can't message you right now. I have to do this, this, this."
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
So now if a boy comes and you can't do that, sorry, I feel like the standard is like up here and you need to surpass it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then when you now have God, guys, when you have God, a guy should not come with his little sweet talks and sweep you up. No, no, no. You should say, Sha, I have God. I don't need you.
Exactly. And block him.
Block until
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, I don't.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're getting into the last segment of our last episode of our episode. last segment of our episode. So this is the music segment where we recommend music to you guys. So you can start us off.
Okay. My song is Elohim by Sunday.
Elohim. And I'm saying this and I forgot my song. Hold on.
Elohim Adonai.
Yeah. All right. All right. My song is called Abide by Ryan O'Fay. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys are listening to gospel songs.
Yes.
And yeah, because secular music is fun, but gospel music is even better.
Yes. So, and I think the reason why we have this segment is because we learned the hard way that, secular music ain't it. And also we went on that secular music fast and we really got to cleanse ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're giving you the good songs.
Yeah. I feel like there's a balance. Yeah, a good balance.
A good balance, yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like, comment. Oh, the comments. What are they commenting?
The comments.
A red heart.
Yes, a red heart.
Comment down a red heart. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, see you in episode 6 next week. Next Saturday at 12. Don't forget it. Okay. So don't forget to read your Bibles
and pray. Bye.